nacho, 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 veer nacho. Nacho, 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 yaar nacho. Nacho, 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 kachi keri jaisa khatta nacho. Nacho, 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 bichu kaata lage aisa nacho.
Good morning, Millennial Falcons. Welcome to this terrific Tuesday. It is Tuesday, January 10th, 2023. I want to try something a little bit different. A long time ago, maybe about a year or so ago, we did this format where I would display things, and so it would be more about the content rather than my big old noggin. So we're going to go back to that. I think it's important to see what we're talking about. The slideshow is not super jazzed up this morning. You can see this slide is really boring. So I'm going to try to work on that and make sure that we get this, getting some energy into the building. I think that's a good thing, right? All right. So without further ado, guest teachers, we know that we always greet them. We don't have any today. That's phenomenal. That means that everyone's healthy and able to be here. So we're happy about that. For your menu today in the cafeteria, I know we started off with a song again. We haven't done that in a while, and maybe you knew that that had something to do with the lunch menu. We do have some cheesy nachos today. We have a pulled chicken burrito, as well as a grilled turkey and ham and cheese sandwich. That's a lot of hams in one menu item there. Yesterday, we were able to successfully put people out onto the patio. We're going to again do that today. I have a I have a rotation schedule posted on the door in there. I'll get a copy of that to teachers so that they can see that prior to getting in there, but we'll do a rotation, make sure everyone gets the opportunity to be out there. I think even though it's colder in the mornings, it does warm up enough to where everyone has some comfort out there. And then we can just spread out, have a little bit more fun, and looking forward to that. We don't have a guest teacher on campus today, but we do have what I would consider a local celebrity on the screen here. This is Miss Solons, and she is a weather person or an anchor for ABC 15. She's actually going to be coming to our school today to talk to our second graders. So when you're walking by the library today around 12:45, you will see that she's going to be talking to them. They study weather. Who better to have to come talk about weather than someone who does it for a living? So welcome to Miss Solons and a fellow University of Arizona graduate. All right, we introduced kind of a big deal a while ago, and then it was put on pause when all my information got put onto a computer where I can't find it. And I still can't find it, but you know what? That's okay. I figured I'd recreate it. So I wanted to go back into kind of a big deal. And we still have some information from some staff who nominated students as well as staff to be honored in kind of a big deal. So I'm going to send that link out again for staff to be able to fill out, but we have a couple still in there that we never got to. So these were written a while ago, and it doesn't mean that they're any less of a big deal. It just means we had a little bit tricky transition with my computer. So I wanted to honor a staff or two staff members as well as a student. So let's take a look at the student here. It says, she has been working so hard, especially with her math, so she can improve her skills. All right, so there's some clues in that one. It says she. So obviously, if you're a boy, it's probably not going to be you. So that narrows it down to somewhere in 1 in 250 chance, somewhere around there. Someone who's been working hard in math. I'm guessing that could be a lot of people, but this one specifically is about a fifth grade friend. I'll give you that clue. And she's got one of the coolest names that I have ever come across. And this is Miss Kariatu. Miss Kariatu, you are kind of a big deal. Thanks for working so hard. And yesterday, you made me smile. You have a beautiful smile. I know we kind of connected right as you were walking in the building and you were looking at me and I was looking at you and you just broke out in a smile and it made my afternoon. So congratulations to you. Thanks for being so awesome in our school and in math. Now for staff, it says blank and blank are doing an awesome job running student council. There's some pretty big clues in that one. There's in fact 3 people doing student council, but I know it seems like one of them wanted to honor the other 2. So I wonder who the 2 could be. Do you think you know? What we have Mrs. Kalua And we have Mrs. Only. And Mrs. Monahan, I know you are putting some work into that too. But I think you did that nomination. So it'd be weird nominating yourself. But I'm going to nominate you, Miss Monahan. You're kind of a big deal, along with Mrs. Kalua and Mrs. Olney. So staff look forward to getting that link maybe in one of our announcements. Emails in the future, but we're going to get through the ones that are in our queue right there. And we're looking forward to making this a regular part of our announcements, because we did talk in the beginning of the year. We want to give information, we want to celebrate, we want to have some fun. So this is all about celebrating awesomeness at our school. I wanted to come up with some new features, and kids, if you're out there and you have some ideas for us to make announcements even more fun and more engaging, I love it. So here's some ones I've come up with just by thinking about things that I think are fun. I like to go out and about. I go to lots of hockey games, and sometimes, during games, whether it's hockey, baseball, all those things, they have jumbotrons, and they put people on the jumbotron and they go crazy, and they have different themes for jumbotron. So I thought we'd have a jumbotron segment. I might get some of my student council members, I might get them not a laptop, but an iPad, where they do some videoing or they do some pictures for us, and we can display kids on a jumbotron feature on our announcements, being silly and having some fun. So some different things I know I've seen on the jumbotron, and this is not an exhaustive list. So if you have some other good ideas, I'd love to get them. But I know I've seen that flex cam, getting those muscles. I've seen a dance cam for sure. There's always people loving to dance and do that. I know we have kids who go out by our music every day and do that. I know I've seen a Simba cam. I'm not sure exactly how we pull this one off, but we can get creative. So those are some of the ideas I've seen on Jumbotron. So maybe we come up with some ideas of how do we take some pictures or some videos and put those into our announcements, displaying you guys having an amazing time here at school. A couple other features that I think we're going to put in here. We have one called Guess That Teacher. We had our teachers fill out some information right before break, and they give some personal information about favorite things, like their favorite book, their favorite movie, different things. And so we're going to give you that information. You're going to have to be a detective and try to figure out if you think you know who that is. Same idea, and we haven't done this one yet, but teachers, this is coming. We're going to do a pet segment. Not everyone, but a lot of people love pets. And a lot of people, we want to learn more about our teachers. We want to learn more about their lives. And a big part of a lot of our teachers' lives are their pets. So we're going to maybe have a pet of the week or a pet feature where we display a pet, we learn about them, and then we try to figure out whose pet it is. And then we have another segment called Smarter Than a Teacher, where we're going to give a teacher, and this will take a little bit of preparation, where I'm going to Zoom with a teacher and I'm going to give them a topic. I'm going to give them 15 seconds where they might have to name as many breakfast foods as they can. And then I'm going to Zoom with a kiddo, and I'm going to have them do the same thing. They're not going to hear each other do it. And we're going to see if a kiddo can come up with more items for the topic than the teacher. So that's something that we're going to be doing. We'll have a little bit of fun with that. That's going to take a little bit of time, just because it takes some Zooming and some different things that we got to do, or maybe me just videoing. I'm not really sure how we're going to pull that off, but I wanted you guys to know we want to make your announcements bigger, better, more awesome, featuring you guys, having some fun, and again, getting across some critical information about how to be better Falcons. So that's something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to helping create some of the stuff. And if you have any good ideas, please come talk to me, because I know there's great ideas in each and every one of you that can help make our morning start better each and every day. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for my slides there. So looking forward to it. Hope you guys have an amazing second day back. I was super excited. I walked around, saw most classrooms yesterday. I saw kids really getting back into that routine. I saw teachers reminding kids of some things, but for the most part, kids were doing a really good job of getting right back into being Falcons, going right into what they know their social contracts are asking them and their team and their classmates to do to make it the best environment yet. So you guys continue to soar high. Look forward to seeing you around campus. And let's turn on over to Mr. B. Take it away.
Good morning, Falcons. Please stand for the pledge. Take your right hand, place it over your heart. Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now the Millennial Pledge. Please raise your right hand. I pledge to be a Millennial Falcon. Watch me soar. Safe, organized, accountable, respectful are my main four. Make sure you have a good day and remember to be kind.